Hello and welcome back for more Explore Tulsa. Now Stevie, when do you start putting up all your Christmas decorations?
Trish, you don't just put up Christmas decorations. You strategize and plan, and starts all the day after Christmas when all the lights go on sale.
That is such a guy thing, to go all Clark Griswold for the holidays.
I take that as a compliment, but this year it's going to be hard to beat the amazing job Polly and Candace did at the Prairie Brewpub downtown.
Looking at movies and you see those cozy little feelings, there was a bar on the East Coast that was a really small bar and they did it up strong like this. And again, I said, what happens if you just put it under a magnifying glass and then blew it up? And that's what we did. And we literally did not hold back at all. I mean, you look up, you cannot see the ceiling in any way. We wanted to be the first real true brew pub that looked brewpub-y, if you will, because I've seen a lot of them in Colorado, and we traveled down to California, went up and down the coast, and we looked at just different things that had a brewpub feel, where some of them are just restaurants, and they serve beer, and then that, which is nothing wrong with that. But with this, we felt, let's do something all about brewing beer. So even behind you is it's a big beer barrel blowing up. What we pour the beers on the tap over here, all 20 taps, it's called a fooder. It's what you brew beer in originally in 1920s. So we made that into our tap system. So everything has that pub feel to it. Our menus actually evolved very strongly. We have, again, as I told, we have our Barn Grill and Roosevelt's, and Prairie has its own niche. We tried to make things match the beer and match the wine and pair it up with the drinks. So some of our top items are, we have the Mac and Chase, which is named after Chase, who invented Prairie. We put our own sirloin beef tips inside of the mac and cheese, and it's unbelievable. Then we have our tenderloin, incredible. Our pan-seed scallops, it's unbelievable. We feel every dish we have is fresh. All our fish is flown in fresh daily from Bodine's. So everything we do is all made from scratch and done very well. It was another vision we had, and I've had it for over 10 years, just visiting around, that I've seen small restaurants try to do things. I said, what if you just gave up the budget, you turned over the checkbook, and you said, make something incredible. One time, spend the money on it, you'll have these decorations forever. And that's exactly what we did.
Well, it was actually like 2 years ago that Paulie approached me, and so he was supposed to call me before Christmas to do some of his restaurants. Well, he called me in January, and so we got together and talked, and I still had my stuff up at my house. So he came and looked at it, and on his way he told me to look up a couple of places that he wanted to really do for his restaurants. And so when I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh. And he looked at my house and knew that I was the person to do it.
And we didn't hold back. Even as we were doing it, we wound up buying out 2 Macy's, we went down to market, we bought over 4,100 lineal feet of garland. Inside, there's 13,000 icicles hanging from you. There's over 15,000 ornaments hanging.
Several different kinds of ribbon, probably 50 yards of ribbon.
We wanted to fill in every hole, and the actual feel we're going for is like you're underneath the Christmas tree. We want that warm feeling of you're the gift, and this is what the gift feels like when you're underneath the tree.
It took us 9 weeks. This is week 9 right now, and we are done. But we did have somebody yesterday that thought we did it all yesterday. I was like, yeah. 9 weeks and probably like 1,100 work hours of everybody that worked together.
I tried to stay away as long as I could, and then when I came in and they were about 3/4 of the way done, and they plugged it in, I said, it's really happening. Like, this is really gonna happen. And then we kept, even though most people would have been happy, we kept adding and kept adding and kept adding until we finally finished.
It was a great first meeting when I first met him and he gave me the idea or told me what he wanted to do. It's a little mind-blowing, but he was very passionate about what he wanted and how he wanted it to be done. And now we're 2 weeks overdue because we just keep adding more.
Truly, I want them to come back and say, it gives you such a warm feeling. You want to go there, not just as a regular restaurant, but for a holiday drink. Even if you come and sit at the bar, if you come and have a great meal. I don't want you to come one time over Christmas. I want you to come several times. I want you to take people in here and say, you have to see this. It'll blow your mind. And no one has walked in here and been disappointed. Everyone has been overwhelmed. You cannot be underwhelmed when you come in here.
It's definitely a labor of love, and I couldn't have done it without my team of helpers, and so it's a dream project for sure.
I want to keep giving this gift forever because I want it to be a tradition where people come back every Christmas and cannot wait to see it again.